And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, here's Stroud. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Raiders defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I don't believe that that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just, you mean because it's the opening drive? Maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Texans had 5 and 11 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Stroud sets up the play action. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he hits the upper, but it caroms in anyway. There's plenty of distance there as he banks it in. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Another run now for Nwangu. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. You look at the defense for these Texans. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Up the middle, Nwangu. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Davis now. Pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Davis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
It's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Push through, baby. Let's do this. Hey, we gotta get this done. Teamwork, baby. That's right. Teamwork.
Ready?
Right now. Keep them guessing offense.
Here's Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite. And on there he goes, left side. And all the way down to the 26. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll go right back to the Wonder. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Davis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure on maybe in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Davis now to throw on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Play some defense out there, fellas. Defense. Going to run it here.
They'll look to run with the Wonder. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kene Nwangu with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Second and goal from the 1. And they'll run again. And this time he will get in. Touchdown Raiders. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Raiders 14, Texans 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. Play action. Stroud now. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And his kick here is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, You got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Davis. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. After the sack on first down, Davis under pressure. They got him again. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
We are in it to win it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Stroud. To the sideline and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Defense can't stop you. It's gonna be a good day, boys. Get some momentum, hero. Go, League. Go. Right there, right there.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Harrison Smith. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Davis. They'll get this to the Longu. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And quickly they get to the line. They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Texans 6.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Here's Davis on first down. He completes it to Ridley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Davis on 1st and 10. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their 27.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Stroud off the play fake. That one complete. It's tanked down.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Robert Spillane able to bring him down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Davis, off play action. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flag. And he's across for 2 points. Well, gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Davis now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down. Davis. Now that's dropped underneath to Nwangu. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Davis. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. Back to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
Offense is moving them a little bit, have them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And now they're in the 30. Off the play fake. Davis rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. It is kick is absolutely perfect.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Stroud looking to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Stroud out of the gun here.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Ja'Cory Bennett has it.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down again at the 49-yard line.
Now they'll change things up.
Off the mark, incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And they're going to speed things up here.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Mental mistakes out there, offense.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Man, I'm going to put that jersey on. Why can't we score?
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty. Now Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th down. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Nwangu. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
On second down, here's Nwangu.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The offense on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Davis now.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down the middle.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
Stroud sets up the play action.
That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing now is Stroud. On a slant, here's Collins.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That is caught, and he is going to have the Texans first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And his throw here is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
The throwing again is Stroud.
Short throw to Smith. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there, and they're going to hurry back to the line now.
He's got his target. That's complete.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Play action. Stroud now. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Pierce is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Here now, 2nd and goal. Here's Stroud.
And they're going to get it to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Tyree Wilson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown.
Stroud to throw it.
And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Davis. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 2nd and long. Davis. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Davis. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it, and the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today, and really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense That's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Las Vegas, the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up.